Lisa Sherwood, also known as the Hag. Lisa grew up in a village that's isolated from the rest of the world, where the villagers were kind and kept old traditions alive. One night on her way back home, a terrible storm started kicking in, with howling winds and heavy rain, causing her hair to whip her across the face and lose her balance as she trekked through the muddy swamp. After hitting her head against a rock, she laid there, slipping in and out of consciousness. The last thing she remembers are dark figures approaching her and lifting her up. When she awakes, she finds herself chained to a wall in a flooded cellar filled with other kidnapped prisoners with their body parts cut and their chests with large open wounds getting covered in flies. The next day, she sees the kidnappers carving chunks of flesh from the prisoners' bodies, and despite knowing she will not survive long, she persisted to break free from her chains. After weeks of being starved, infected, and mutilated, Lisa pulled hard from the metal cuffs, with the metal tearing through her skin and muscle. Her arms became loosened and she broke free. However, she became too weak to crawl all the way back to the village. So instead, she thought of her people, the elders, who taught her to draw different symbols for safety and good fortune. With little of what was left of her finger, she etched the symbols onto the floor, and what responded was a dark hunger that stirred up inside her. It yearned for blood. An oath she chose vengeance. Sometime later, a search party from the village brought them to an old shack in a swamp that Lisa went unconscious in before her kidnappers picked her up. When the party went into the shack, they found the hard scene of mutilated bodies of the prisoners and the kidnappers. The bodies were around the same symbols the elders used in the village, but Lisa was nowhere to be seen. Makes me wonder who answered her cry for help when she drew those symbols. Lisa's ability happens to be the same as Evan's bear trap ability, but instead, Lisa draws a symbol on the ground called a phantasm trap. Any survivors who enters that trap, either walking or running, will trigger the trap, causing a fake Lisa to come out of the ground and scare the survivor, keeping its eyes on them and emitting a fake red hue in front of them. Survivors can safely disarm the trap by crouching on it and wiping the symbol away from it. However, if the trap gets triggered, this will allow Lisa to teleport to the trap that is triggered, quickly giving chase to any survivors near it. Lisa can still have a choice to teleport into any traps that are triggered. Lisa's perks allows her to receive a token each time a survivor is rescued from the hook at least 24 meters away, up to a maximum of 5 tokens. 2 tokens gives Lisa 10 seconds of 3 to 5% haste, 3 tokens make all survivors suffer from exposed, and 5 tokens give Lisa the ability to kill the survivor by her own hand, automatically regressing a generator repair progress from 50 to 100% when not being repaired, and causing 2 to 4 survivors she hits with a basic and special attack with blindness status effect. All these perks are hexes that are only active as long as a hex totem isn't cleansed or blessed. Overall, the Hag gets an A, mainly for the fact that survivors will have a difficult time trying not to spring traps that can be easily hidden in tall grass or dark muddy terrains, which will make trying to survive from the Hag make you paranoid. It doesn't help the fact her hexes can hinder so much progress to the survivors and can make scaring your friends very easy. It is definitely a must-have if you're looking for a good killer to use.